Hey guys, so yeah, I restarted my survival game. So yeah, I started over because I felt like adding multiplayer from the start would only make it a lot harder, plus other factors like other projects and college work made it very difficult to spend any time on the project. But I came up with a great idea, which is to use this survival game for one of my college projects. But now I'll actually explain what I've done in my current project. So first of all, I started with the player character. The player character I'm using is the third person base, but I've also added my own functions. So the stuff I've added so far is this crouching mechanic. And another thing I've added is a vaulting and climbing mechanic, but we don't speak about that because this happens. Another thing I've also made as well is a sprinting mechanic, but I do need to alter it because it looks a bit like buggy at the moment, so yeah. The next thing I was working on, as you may have noticed, is the foliage in the background. All these trees, rocks, grass and bushes. I've been working on that and creating pickup items with a inventory system. So a little look at the inventory system. When I press tab on my keyboard, it will bring up the player's backpack, and you can store items in this. So if I go up to this rock and press E on it, it will pick up, and press tab, it will show the backpack with the rock in it. And if I go up to other things like a bush, if I can find one. So if I go up to this bush and press on it, it will pick it up and add it to the backpack as well. Another thing that is added as well is you can consume items. So I mean, it doesn't make sense, but you can consume this stick if you want to, as well as this rock. And another thing is the crates around the map, you can access them too. So if you want to go on the crate, you can press E on it and you can pick up items from these crates and they will go into your inventory. However, a glitch at the moment, which I have no clue how to fix, is some items do not display their image, so I need to find a fix for that. So now on to how I made the landscape. So I used Unreal's built-in landscape tool. In the sculpt mode for the landscape tool, you can create mountains and hill looking like terrain. For the landscape material, I followed a tutorial on how to make landscape materials, which allow you to paint over the landscape using various textures. And for stuff like the trees and bushes and rocks, all you have to do is drag in either your static meshes in this foliage section, which you can find up here in the foliage tool, or if you want interactable foliage, you can add a foliage type, and I've created some here. But if you want to active foliage, which is stuff you can interact with, you press on it here. However, I can just add my stuff like this, and then all you do is tick it all. Then you can kinda just basically paint it onto the world. Another thing I've added is a basic gun, which you can walk up to and it will give you it. I've done all the animations for it. They may need a little fixing, but they work at the moment. And I've added like basic AIs that will just follow the player, and if they touch the player, it will set his character to physics mode, or like simulate physics. And basically, if you like press down the left key, it will fire a line trace and get whatever object you hit, and it plays the standard particle animation for explosions. And if you hit the zombie AI, it will set its physics to simulate physics, and basically a function that makes it die. So yeah, that's basically everything I've done so far. I did do some 3D modeling as well of certain objects, and some of the behind the scenes stuff like the animation and things like that. But besides that, I think that covers about everything I've done so far. Some stuff I will probably need to fix will be making the animation smoother. The inventory system needs fixing, or I may even scrap it and come up with a different inventory system. And yeah, I think that's about it. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, share it with a friend if you think they enjoy it, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.